All right, all right. We're going to get started about 30 seconds early because it seems like some people need to be leaving in the next couple of minutes. So I want to make sure that we kind of get this started for John since it is John's birthday. Happy birthday, Johnny boy. You should be drinking some Johnny Walker, but you said you don't take shots. That's quite unfortunate. I'm not a shot shooter. Is that the right word? I'm not a shooter either. But I take them. I mean, come on. You can't deny them. You can't say, no, I don't want to take a shot. So, yeah. Hopefully, Johnny's taking some shots of something. I don't know. Coffee. Have a good day. Tell us in the chat what your plan is. What do you do for your birthday? To be honest, I don't do shit. The only thing that I used to do, I'm not a morning drinker either, dude, but for your birthday, you gotta do a shot, man. Come on. It's your birthday. It's not like you do this every day. The whole point of a birthday is you do it every once in a while. But what do you usually do for your birthday? For me, I usually don't do much. I just usually want to go to this place called Texas Day Brazil, which is not good here in Columbus, which I've told you guys about in the past when my birthday was last month. But usually that's what I like to do. I like to have a nice dinner, like a good steak dinner. Play D&D. Shit, dude, I wish we were close to each other. I haven't played D&D since like 2000s, early 2000s. So I would like to play again. I actually got to find a group of friends. I've said this to you guys many times before. Since I've moved back, I don't have any friends whatsoever. I just have one guy that I hang out with every once in a while to go out and like drink and game a little bit. But I don't have anybody to like hang out with. I bought a poker table because I was like, had these grand ideas of like having a group of guys where you play poker once a week, once every couple weeks. Yeah, I got to sell that poker table. I've been trying to sell the poker table for like a month now because I'm like, I'm not going to ever have friends. And if I did, I was like, do I really want them coming over my house and ruining my house? Because it's like brand new carpet down there. And I thought if people drop drinks and drinks go all over the brand new carpet, I'll be kind of pissed. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that. So, yeah. But Paravarium, you have no friends because you don't want to have any friends. I want to have friends. I'm a social guy. So it like kills me when I fucking don't have it. But I would love to have a D&D group. That'd be fucking sick. Although every time I played D&D, I would just get fat because, while you're playing D&D, I would just sit there and snack on shit. But it's a great time. Actually, I would like to find a couple people that play Magic the Gathering. Not new, like not people who are seriously into Magic the Gathering, but I'm talking like people that like, used to play when they were in high school, like in my day, where they had like a couple decks. Like I have some old like, first 4-year decks or something like that for the first like 4 years that they came out. And that was awesome. That was fun. I don't want to play with somebody who's going to kill me in one round, and I'm dead. That's no fun. But I would love to find somebody who's like old school Magic the Gathering, just wants to sit around and play, and the decks aren't too crazy. You just kind of pick some cards and put a deck together, and I love it. I had Magic the Gathering on my phone when I was in Korea, the app, and I built my deck and had some fun with it. And then my phone got like I had to switch phones, and of course you can't switch. I guess you have to have an account, but I didn't have an account, I guess. And the deck didn't switch to my new phone, which I was pissed off about. So I was like, I'm not rebuilding a whole deck and going through all that mess. But yeah, I freaking love me some D&D, and it's so weird. Like, yeah, I just have these little quirks that break the stereotype of what people would typically think I am. Because I am a jack of all trades and a master of none, as you guys know. So like, I went from like playing serious jock life from like, kindergarten all the way to like 11th grade. I was like soccer and baseball my whole fucking life, like travel teams, played on the high school teams and stuff like that. And then I went from like jock to theater guy because I was like, fuck these jocks. They like can't talk about anything interesting. Just talk about, you couldn't even talk about, I've said this before, but you can't even talk about like masturbation with them. If you said anything about masturbation, they'd be like, you're gay, blah, blah, blah. They couldn't even handle their own manliness. And so then I went into theater, and theater was like, not complete opposite, but it was like, people having like masturbation contests and shit for funny. And that's where I learned Magic the Gathering, and that's where I learned D&D because that's what we would do. So yeah, I have these weird quirks, do those kinds of things, and then also play sports and love that, and have that sporty side of me. Love the High State Buckeyes. But anyway, it's not about me. It's about John in his set, and we got to get done because people are leaving. Here I am talking too much again. All right, so let's find out what's first on his set. He says, we will begin with this song, probably my favorite off this album. Certainly the first one from this album to capture me. I had specifically not sent it earlier because it doesn't really have a home bass or a chorus. Uh-oh. But that doesn't have to happen. So I knew it would be an uphill battle for you to like it. But since I no longer care if you like it or not, woo, that's good, you shouldn't. Here it is. It's called Dendrochronology. Dendrochronology is the science or technique of dating events. The science or technique of dating events, environmental change, and archaeological artifacts by using the characteristic patterns of annual growth rings in timber and tree trunks. What the fuck? What? I'm into the dating scene and social stuff, and I've never heard of this fucking shit. I know about the growth of tree rings to, like, date shit, but never heard it tied to the technique of dating events. What the Oh, I'm such an idiot. When I read technique of dating, I thought, like, dating events, like, going to dating events, like, I'm such a fucking retard. Okay, I got it. Dating, like dating things. Environmental change and archaeological artifact. Got it. Yes, I did know about this. I didn't know it was called Dendrochronology, but okay. And it comes from one of my favorite bands from this whole channel, and I still think that Humble Ledger is one of the best songs I've ever heard on this channel. So let's see if they can continue with that. Here we go, baby.
Do you seek out a teacher?
Matches my shirt.
A vagrant man who roams the dank sea out in search of ancient eyes. Don't be surprised if that affair proves to be nothing more than that aside. Do you see yourself as
Carbon is fucking sexy. I like that. They definitely have a certain sound. It's almost got like a Polyphia sound to it right here. God, I love their harmonies and their melodies. I've said this many times. They are very good at dividing up the lyrical delivery. Reminds me of Caligula's Horse. The drums sound really fucking good. Has a Caligula's Horse feel to it. I think it's that the chords that they're choosing. Is that a blast beat? Ooh, that was great because I was expecting it to go and it was just like orgasm release. No, don't talk about it, Mir. I haven't listened to it yet, and I'm going to react to it next week. Don't spoil it. I don't even want opinions, because it'll make me think about it. It'll taint my viewing of it. Dude, I love this.
Like a child in the arms of impermanence.
How do you know I didn't do that already, Para?
Like Siddhartha.
I'm telling you, this band is good. This band is really good. His singing, especially. The song's definitely going on a playlist, John. And yes, it doesn't have a home base, but it's good enough that it doesn't need to. Just rare. Nice. John, one more time, can you tell me how to pronunciate their name? I always fucking miss it. What's up, Michael? How dare you oversleep on fucking John's birthday, bro? Is it Eidola? I think it's Eidola, right? Yep, Eidola. That's right. I just didn't want to say it and be like a fucking retard again. Yes, he does, Colin. Don't let him off the hook. Don't fucking oversleep on the community. Just kidding. The song's immediately going on a playlist. Like it. Ooh, I just built my own harmony. All right, so obviously John's 1 for 1. That song fucking is awesome. And I remember, like, I haven't heard a ton of songs by these guys because when we heard that first Humble Ledger and I was just fucking blown away, and I'm still blown away. It literally is like the only song, like today, we'll go get in my car and we'll drive to go see my dad, and I usually play like songs that I just heard and I put it on the playlist. So then I play the big playlist of songs that I get from this channel, or just like I call it the bust playlist, like bust a nut, because it just good songs, and I usually listen to it at the gym. And this is one of the few songs, or not this song, but the Humble Ledger is one of the few songs my wife goes, oh, I love that song. I love this song. She doesn't give a shit about the other stuff. But she loves that song because it's just fucking insanely good. And I remember when we first listened to it, a couple people went off and said, I have to go listen to the whole album. They listened to the whole album. They said, most of it's pretty good, but it's not as good as that song. So I'm kind of nervous. I don't want them to be ruined. But it seems like almost every song I've heard by them, I think there's, 1 or 2 songs that I was like, it's okay. But a lot of them are just so good. And it's because they really have their niche where it sounds uniquely them. They vocal delivery very well. Like, the lyrics are not boring. They know how to break it up rhythmically, and the harmonies are really different and well done. That's like their thing. It's kind of like Caligula's Horse's thing is their choruses and their melodies and their chords. This is their rhythmic delivery, their kind of soulful piece to their music. And his voice is gorgeous, and their harmonies. I mean, it's just the way they are. So, yeah, really, really like these guys. Humble Ledger is a fucking enormous, awesomely track. Okay, so let's get to the second one. He says, continuing the theme of less home base, interesting, we have this song by Dead Letter Circus. Okay, it is a bit of a slow burn and a long build, but it's pretty solid. This is a slower, mellower Dead Letter Circus, as opposed to the 3 songs you have done by them so far, which are faster paced. Yes, they are, and I like them. I'm pretty sure I like them. I didn't love them, but I like them. It comes from the album This Is the Warning, which was their breakout as far as these obscure, as far as the U.S. music scene is concerned, Australian bands go. I like how you had that, like, long sentence. This Is the Warning, which was their breakout as far as these obscure, as far as the U.S. music scene is concerned, Australian bands go. Nice job. All right, this is called The Drum. The Drum. Here we go. John, 100%. In your head, in your head. It's totally, it's like 100% either, it's like a ripoff. I mean, I'm sure People have been like, did you guys fucking rip off that part? Because that part sounds exactly like it. Are they trying to do that? Like, are they calling back to that song? Okay, I do like, if it's a good slow burn. Yeah, John, if it's not, they are completely, like, ignorant, because the very minimum, they have to know it sounds exactly like it. The very minimum. I don't mind slow like this. I said this in the last set with Manuel. If it's a long song in the first 4 or 5 minutes of like this, it makes more sense. Like this. I don't know if I'd put it on my Bust a Nut playlist, but good voice. Every time I hear Dead Letter Circus, it just naturally makes me think of Circus Maximus. For obvious reasons. What if I'm not interested? Not interested in what you find? In what we find? I was going to talk about how, I can't remember his name, but I watched last night. He did the whole Metropolis album. The chorus guy or the choral teacher. Alright, what's up, Ryan? Yes. Yes, Doug Helvering. It's an interesting name.
Not interested this time. I think it's a mistake. Even if I want it, I know that I can change. Feels different to me now. We're close enough that I'll go. Let's bring it on to
Like it. Yep. I'd go off on drums here. I think so. All right, yeah. I would say it was a good song. I wouldn't say I love it. I don't think it's going to go on a Bust a... It might go on a Bust a Nut. It might go on Bust a Nut playlist. I eat bust. Yeah, I'll have to think about that after. When I do my second listen, I'll have to make a decision then. I usually right away know my decision if it's going to go on the playlist or not, but this one's kind of like, I got to listen to it again, and then I'll make a decision if it's going to go into the Bust a Nut playlist. So yeah, I did want to say, going back to that Doug Helvering, I watch him from time to time because he's been doing a lot of Dream Theater stuff here and there, and yeah, it's a banger. I mean, you're talking like an hour and a half, and his reaction was just what I would think it would be. So when I first started watching, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna do Metropolis 1 and then the whole album Metropolis 2," I was like, "Why? Metropolis 1 really has nothing to do with." And he even said it. He's like, "I read that Metropolis 1 really they weren't planning on doing a sequel to it, and then they did." And it's like, yeah, I was like, they didn't. It doesn't really connect at all, other than the Miracle Sleeper idea, but it doesn't like have. I mean, the whole like, you'll find yourself swimming in a lake of fire. That has nothing to do with like the story of Victoria. You know, it's like it's just and I think, and personally when he's listening to it, you know, I do think, though I like Metropolis middle section when they go off, it is one of the, this is more wankery kind of going off than it is musically, and he mentions that. But I do like his reaction to Metropolis 2. I think he gets it and he understands it. I found myself crying a couple of times again when Through Her Eyes and Spirit Carries On, which they always are great songs and get me. But it was pretty good. My only critique, of course, and it's not a big deal, I'm not one of these other people. I saw some of the comments, people are being dickheads about it. But every single time there's double bass, he like goes, double bass. It's like, dude, are you crazy? Like, he is literally the only person I've ever heard like be that against any sort of double bass. It's like, yes, double bass can be like overdone, but Mike Portnoy is one of those people that does not overdo it, in my opinion. He only does it when it completely fits the building of a song and like the feeling. But he's just, anytime he hears double bass, he's like, double bass. It's like, dude, you are nuts. You're like literally the one person probably in the whole world that doesn't like double bass, unless it's, again, used horribly, which sometimes it is. But when it's a great tool to build fucking energy into what's going on, which a lot of Dream Theater stuff is like, you got to have double bass. So other than that, yes, go watch it if you're a Dream Theater fan, because it's really good. There's only a couple other people that have watched the Metropolis 2 all the way through, and those are fun watches because it's supposed to be a concept album. But we'll stop talking about that, get back to John's birthday list. That was a good song. So far I would call you 2 for 2. The second one obviously is more of a chill song, so it's not as like, you know, whatever. Dude, why is this thing not going away? What the fuck? I've had it for like a week. It's just like a little zit. Anyway, all right. This next, oh yes, I'm excited about this because this is definitely, you know, John, you are personally responsible for having several bands that are like in the top 5 or top 6, 7, and you keep pushing more bands in there for me. So Eidola is one of them, and now Breaking Orbit. I fucking love so many Breaking Orbit songs. I think all of them except one I've liked, and they're just so good. And of course, that My Direction song I say almost every time is one. It's like the Humble Ledger song. It's really far up there as one of the best songs I've heard on this channel for whatever reason. He says, more Breaking Orbit. Let's see if the Transcension album can break into a higher esteem. Okay, because this is the one song that I didn't particularly like so much. This is called When Isis Starts to Cry by Breaking Orbit. So I'm excited. I like these guys a lot. So here we go. Hey, Ryan, don't say anything. Yeah. Don't say anything, Ryan. Shut up. Stop, you guys. Stop talking about it. I can't read the comments if you're going to talk about it. You're going to fucking ruin... great stop there. See, they do this, a lot of this in a lot of their songs. It's like a nice little like color to the song. And distinctly them. Are you guys done talking about it? Because I can't look at the comments. Hopefully you guys are done talking about it. Well, you did say you don't like James's voice, so that's like... that's a little bit of a spoiler. It's gonna, like, push me into a certain direction. Here's this, like, my direction kind of feel. Yeah, I was just trying to stop it so it didn't go any further than that. I just didn't want to see it, so it didn't taint my reaction. I am liking this, John. I'm not loving it, but I'm liking it. Kind of a cool switch. Yeah, I do agree, John. I like the chunk of chunks. And I said, like Eidola, they have these little in the background guitar stuff. Hey, what's up, Jeff? His voice is so good. Very good voice. Different switch from the beginning. Think about the beginning of the song to this. Maybe that's why I like him, Ryan. He definitely got more of like a distinct voice than Ross. And when he... His diction is very like on point, whereas Ross sometimes you can't understand what he's saying. Michael, go back to Breaking Orbit's My Direction reaction. Some good songs by them. I agree, John. It does have a good balance between soft and heavy. I think it'll be interesting to see how it ends. If it end heavy on a high note or just kind of chill. Good gent right there. Yes, My Direction is the name of the song. Probably, what was it, 3 months ago? 2-3 months ago? Yeah. Colin, I was just gonna say the same thing. This is very similar to Eidola. Like, I think Breaking Orbit and Eidola have some similarities to each other. Yep, I would say that redeemed that album because the one song we heard from that album, right? I think it's the one song we heard from that album, John, was the only Breaking Orbit song that I was like, don't really like it. Everything else I pretty much like by these guys. Very, just, I don't know, powerful. They're just a powerful band, and I think they have good, good vocals, and they're in the realm of Eidola. Like, they're very kind of similar. So that's probably why they're like two of my favorite bands are coming from this. So, yep, John, John, I figured it out a long time ago, and a lot of it is very similar to my tastes, which is why we get along with that. Which, by the way, I'm going to say right now, I'm kind of disappointed. There's only 10 people in this chat. Like, usually Saturdays, there's like 20, 22, 24, double the number we have today. I wonder where everybody's at. Yeah, bitches, you got to get in here and watch John's set. It's a great set, so... Let's move on for his birthday set. This song continues the slow, mellow Dead Letter Circus. So we're going to get two Dead Letter Circuses. So the first one was good, mellow, chilled, slow burn. Is this going to be the same thing? It happens to be a song of theirs that I have been listening to a lot lately. Okay, it's called Silence. Interesting. Let's see if it's living up to its title. Here we go.
This is how it ends. Where this
Oh, okay, Song of the Sea. I don't remember.
Is this what you
What do you mean people don't like your sets? People love your sets, dude. John, you're one of the top 3.
This face, you have seen these eyes, the ones that you helped design. Said I would call on you someday, offer you peace and then silence, a chance to lay rest to things. And now I ask of you one thing, help me to see through the violence so I can feel whole again. The picture you painted was me.
I'm gonna be honest, so far, I like the other one first. So far. Let's see if it changes.
Now as I help you release, this circle will die as you bleed.
That was cool. Yeah, this is definitely vibing now.
Hey now, Mr. Survivor, look what you've done, what you've
No, Colin, you're certainly at the top of Sasha's list. That's good.
Your sad secret was saved from the moment you opened the door and offered your scars to me. Said I will call on you someday.
I like this. It's bitter. I think the beginning was like a but it's turning into like a cool like feel. Pyramid, I gotta hit the gym after lunch too, so I understand. Watch it at the gym. I'm liking this. At first I was like, but it's building on me. It reminds me of Resonate a little bit. Not as good. But especially with that like drum machine sound in the background, has that Resonate feel by Caligula's Horse. Yeah, where the hell's Sasha been? Did he start school? This is Saturday, he should be here. Maybe he got tired, he needs to take a break. Like this build right here. I can see that, Michael. I never would have thought that on my own, but I can see the connection. I can just say notes. Tremolo guitar. Colin just said it perfectly. One of John's staples in the songs that he picks is tremolo. Have a British accent. Yeah, I like it too. I would say I like it a little bit less than the first song. I like the first song better. Had more atmosphere to it. Is that the end? I think the first song by them, Drum, was a little bit better than this one, but this was good. Okay. Yeah, so I dig that song, but a little bit less than Drum. I think Drum was a little bit more emotionally connecting for me for whatever reason. So, John, tell us why you've been listening to that song a lot. Is the message? I didn't really pay attention to the message other than liar. Are you saying that you're a liar? Are you indirectly trying to tell all of us that you're just one big fat liar, pants on fire? Is that what you're trying to say? Trying to sneak that in there a little bit, John? Tell us why you like that song specifically. I'd be very interested in hearing the background, because you didn't really say that in the notes. All right, let's move on, because we have 2 more songs left. He says, this one, as the kids say these days, is a banger. Uh-oh, it's a banger. Great bouncy rhythm, really fun double bass kicks. Uh-oh, Doug wouldn't like that. In the second verse that match with the guitar rhythm, and just another reason why Vola's Witness album is one of my current favorites. I have yet to hear a bad song by them, really. Either have I. Dude, I'm telling you, they are so good. That 24 Light Years is such a great, might be, I think it's the song of the year. This is called Vola Napalm. Vola Napalm. So glad they're coming back on the channel. Thank you, John, for letting me listen to them again, because I love them. Here we go. Uh-oh, is this going to get fucking blocked? I think it's going to get blocked. Better put the filter on. Love their sound. Diego, is that Spanish for great song? Got it. Great. This kind of reminds me of 24 Light Years. Has a very similar feel. Yes, that's 50 Shades. Dude, this is almost like a... This is like 24 Light Years' cousin or sister. Yeah, it's almost like I already know the song. Definitely going on a playlist immediately. I already know it. Dude, these guys might be in contention. Fuck, this is so hard. Dude. They just like mix this idea of like they're really good at mixing like a housey feel or something with like rock, but it's like different. It's very unique, but it's them. This is just like 24 Light Years. Okay, so far it hasn't been blocked or no warnings, thank God. Nice. That, like, dragging now. They had to write this song right after 24 Light Years or right before. It's just almost like a continuation of that. Where does it fall on the album? Very catchy, but different. Poppy enough to be catchy, but... Colin, I just saw that. That's interesting. I'll have to do that. That'll be tough. That'll be a tough one. It's a great idea for a... That's interesting, Ryan. Oh, it's gonna fade out like that. Ooh. Fuck yeah, man. 100%. I still think Lightyear, 24 Light Years is a little bit better than that. But that's close. That's so fucking close. That's a great song. Napalm. How do we get back? I love that. See? Just like 24. Like, it's gonna be a very memorable but chill, not too technical or anything like that. It's just, man, they're really good. Then Michael, you're not gonna like 24 Light Years because that song is exactly like this, but it's just so well written. It's so well written, and the drums in 24 Light Years is fucking brilliant. It's just like one of those. I don't think there's a better drum part to fit, and it's very technically difficult. It's hard. It's a hard drum beat, but it fits perfectly, which is very Mike Portnoy. Very Mike Portnoy. All right, so let's get to this last song on the set. Which is going to close out the set in a beautiful way. He says, a beautiful song here. Soft but powerful. We like that. Great build. Excellent release and a lot of emotion. Oh shit. This one should be right up your alley, so I saved it for last. Thank you. And it's none other than Leprous, Castaway Angels. Castaway Angels. Fuck, dude. I told you that I'm telling you, Leprous is like, they're writing such great music, and it seems like this is going to fall right into line with like the other great songs that they've been producing here lately. So here we go with Castaway Angels. Let's fucking go. As long as it doesn't get fucking blocked. I don't think so, Ryan. Doesn't sound.
Reaching out for oblivion.
Did I?
Hiding here for an hour.
When did I do this?
Dreaming still about another end.
Yeah, maybe I did do this. I was like,
I can't look back anymore. Never look back, never look
oh yeah,
back,
I have done this song.
never look back.
I know this part.
Never look back again. Never look back, never look back. And
That never look back, never look back. I'm pretty sure I've heard this.
if there's an army waiting, and now
Did I do a live version of this? Because it sounds different.
where we
It sounds more chill.
where we are, and I know
Peace, Mir. See you, Colin. I feel like this was live. Because this does sound very familiar, but I don't know why I don't know it, because I like it. It should be on a playlist if it's not. This was live video. I remember them on stage doing this. And I know that never look back. I know that. So I know I've heard this. But it just doesn't sound as powerful as I remember it. Oh. Maybe it got blocked. Let me see if it's on my playlist. No way that it can't be on the playlist. Yes, I know the song. What's that say right there? Look. And it's on my fucking Bust playlist. Look at that, see? Fucking says Bust. Right there, Bust the Nut playlist. It's on my playlist. Which tells me something, and I'd be fucking pissed off. To the end. All right. So, yes, I have heard that song. I didn't recognize it right at first until he went into that part that was obviously that I've listened to it. I just showed you that it's on my playlist, and this is what it means. And this is why I get pissed off at fucking Spotify. I pay $10 a month for the Spotify, whatever it is called, the subscription. And I put that shit on a playlist, and that shit does not come up on my playlist. It never plays on my playlist. Why? Because even though I have it on fucking random for some dumbass reason, Spotify just hides songs. It just doesn't play certain songs even though on my fucking playlist. Oh, it makes me so angry that the reason I don't recognize this is because I haven't heard it much since that fucking thing, but I did put it on my playlist. So, fuck you, Spotify. Why can't you just fucking play random ass shit? Play the random songs and don't just like skip songs and never play them. Why do you do that? It's obvious it's been on my playlist. I remember listening to it, but I don't think I've heard it much since, even though it's on my playlist. Yeah, fucking retarded. Let me look at the playlist. I've got it pulled up. I'm gonna search Let's see. Find. It's Cast Away. Yeah, it's on there. August 14th. Oh, that's today. I'm a fucking retard because I put it on there today. That's it? Yeah, it's not on there. So what I'll do is I'll go back and check which video it is. It's probably on the blocked video. But I'll go back and check. I'll go back and check on the videos and see which one it is on and then figure out why it didn't get put on the playlist correctly. But yeah, that's kind of sucky. But anyway, yes, obviously I like that song, but obviously I have not heard it enough that it's stuck in my head other than that one part that's pretty, memorable. And the reason that it's not fucking something that I've listened to a lot is because of fucking Spotify obviously is not playing it on my damn random playlist of Bust a Nut. So I haven't been busting a nut to it because it's skipping it for some reason. I just don't, it's done that with other things too. I see it in the playlist, click on it, and it goes to it in the random, and then it just doesn't play and immediately goes to the next song. It's like something's wrong with the song, and it just skips it. So for whatever reason, it's skipping the damn song on my playlist. Pisses me off. If I didn't have so many damn playlists, I would leave Spotify quickly. All right, so anyway, that brings us to the end of this set. I want to say happy birthday right at an hour. Very good. Happy birthday to you, John. This was another great set. Several of these songs are going on playlist. I would have to say, this is tough, but I think the Vola one, let me rate these for myself just because I want to see. I think the Vola one is first, and then the Eidola one is second. Breaking Orbit is third. The Drum is fourth. And Silence is fifth. And then Leprous just because, it's a great song. It's just because I've already heard it. But yeah, that's for the new songs, that would be the order. The Vola song is almost as good as 24 Light Years. So, yep. I definitely liked all the songs as always. Dude, every single time you do a set list for me, John, I pretty much like it. Even when you say, I don't know if you're going to like it. I pretty much like it. So, it's a great set. I'm sure people are going to fucking watch it. There'll be lots of views for it. So, all right. We are out for today. You guys have a great Saturday. Have a great birthday, John. And we will hopefully see you guys here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Make sure you're here. Tomorrow is going to be, I'm pretty sure it's Michael. Yep, it's Caleb, one song. So Caleb Ritchie, if you watch this, you're on next tomorrow, first thing. And then the rest of it's going to be Michael's set. He's got 5 songs for us. So, yes, I'm going to try to do the Dream Theater single sometime this week, maybe even soon. I'll try to do it, and that way we can talk about it or whatever. I will say it when I listen to it, like in my pre-talk before I listen to it. I'm kind of nervous about listening to it. I've never felt that way about a Dream Theater song, mostly because of the topic that it seems to be about. I've said this in the last video. Because it's kind of the sci-fi, aliens, whatever, in the history of Dream Theater, whenever they try to tackle sci-fi stuff, like as a subject, as a topic, I just think it's cheesy as fuck and dumb, and I feel like they miss the mark a lot. So sci-fi versus in like fantasy world, like they're just much better at writing very practical, good songs, which is why I like them more than other bands, because they're one of the few bands, especially in progressive, that actually writes lyrical songs that are very touching, very practical, very easy to get a hold of and relate to. Unlike Opeth and all these other, and Symphony X, who write these really weird, out there songs that you don't, what the fuck are they even talking about? Some philosophical bullshit, neoclassical stuff. So like, for when they try to tackle these like weird kind of subjects and topics, they've just not had a history of succeeding. So I'm kind of nervous about it because I'm afraid it's just going to be a dumb story like The Astonishing was. Fucking retarded. So I'm going into it nervous. So hopefully it proves me wrong, but we're going to have to see. Especially, I like Distance Over Time, and you can go see those reactions. It was like right at the beginning of this channel when it first started. But the first 3 songs they dropped, which I think they're going to drop the ones that are more catchier and the more like poppy, were kind of like my least favorite on the whole album. Like, I thought Untethered Angel was just kind of bleh. I do think that Falling Into the Light, or whatever it's called, was pretty good, but it was still kind of just mainstream too much. So anyway, we'll get into it when we talk about it. But that'll happen sometime this week. And then I do like Colin's idea of doing like a top 10 band list of what I've discovered on this channel so far. It's going to be hard, though, because there's so many good bands that are kind of like stuck at that bottleneck 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be really hard. And ultimately, some bands are just going to have to be disappointed with. All right, we are out of here. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. Later.